This is not a test. This is not a test. Warning.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Speed and Custom YouTube channel. This episode, we're finally gonna get this thing going, I hope. Rick, across the street, he's a really good mechanic. He's got the tester for the head gaskets. So he told me a while back, he's like, hey, when you get it back together, let me know, bring it over, and we'll go ahead and test the head gaskets just to check that off the list as well. Remember in the last video, I took the water pump off. We took pretty much the whole front of the engine apart. But now I got it all mostly back together. I had to go get some coolant because it is freezing here, like 15 degrees. So I went and got some actual coolant for it that we need to put in. What else did I get? Oh, I got some bolts too, the right size bolts, so I can actually run 4 bolts on my water pump pulley. So I got that. But my main thing is we just need to get this back together, make sure it don't leak, and then I might take it up and down the road, and then we'll go take it to Rick and have him work his magic on it. He's got some tester that goes, I guess, from the radiator cap to test the coolant system pressure. So we'll do that. So that's the only thing that it can be. You know, I've checked everything else. I've checked the thermostat. It's 160 thermostat. Everything's right in the water pump. I've checked the gasket, made sure it wasn't leaking nowhere. I've checked, it's got these little, they're little bushing things that go in there. I've checked those. The plate's not rusted out in there. It's all good. So it's either the head gasket or the gauge is just reading messed up because it's low on the engine instead of being on the intake, the temp sender. So we might change that as well. But first things first, let's get some coolant in this thing. And I might pull it out because, as you can tell, Christmas stuff is starting to try to gravitate around it. So it's kind of hard to work on. So let's get this thing pulled out. Okay, we got the new bolts on. Got everything lined up. Looks like I need to tighten up the belt too. So probably need to do that. And then we can pull her outside. Sorry it's been so long on this car. It's just one of them deals. I tried to, you know, put the time to fixing it. You know, I've worked on it several times if you look through our old videos, but it's always been one thing after another. So we finally got it back together, and hopefully this is it. Hopefully we can just drive and enjoy it now. So like I said, I would have fixed it sooner, but you know how it is. Family life gets in the way, so you gotta hang out with them kids while they're young. Don't get older, and when they get older you're gonna be like, oh, I wish I would have hung out with them. So that's kind of what I'm trying to avoid. I want to hang out with my kids as much as I can while they're young, because one day everybody tells me they come 13 they don't want to hang out with you no more. So maybe then I can actually get stuff going faster on this channel. Perfect. Let's fix that belt issue real quick, which looks like it's just this. I think I might be able to get that. Let me see if I can get her tightened up on there. That's tight as crap. And looks like we got one right there I need to get. Let me check this one more time. Oh yeah, she's tight. Perfect. I'll go ahead and make sure all the hoses are tight, because I'm not sure if I did that or not when I put it all back together. See if I can manage not to make a mess. Nothing's leaking, so. Besides that. Probably got an air bubble in it too, because the radiator is a little higher than the motor. It's because of that hose, so I need to address that real quick. So I'll probably jack the front of the car up, honestly. kind of got the air bubble. It seems like it's out. I can't feel no air in the line, like air in the hose. Like it's solid. So, and it's flowing. I think we got it. So we're gonna drive it around and just wait on Rick to get home pretty much. Bad. Woo! Thing's tough. Can't look at these tires like this any longer, so let's wash them off. Good enough. Well, we're back at it again today. I went and picked up the Firebird this morning to drive it around some. I've noticed this key has kind of been funky. When you turn it over, it doesn't always turn the car on. So I'm gonna spray some of this graphite spray in there and see if it'll fix it. If not, I need to order a new cylinder for it. So hopefully it works. Working so far. No. I guess I need to go back into the O'Reilly's and try to get another one then. So I can work on that one some more, but I'd rather just have a new one where I ain't gotta mess with it. So let me go back in there. Had her in stock. The switch will be here at 4 o'clock, so we'll have to keep messing with this one for a minute until I get the new switch in. Oh, there's my door panel. Don't worry about that. She's kind of hobgobbled still. I haven't fixed everything. Well, she done good. Got me back home. We only had that little bit of key trouble, and like I said, I ordered the new switch and cylinder for it, so that should fix that. Then the only other thing is just getting the fan back on it, because I have been driving without a fan. I've just been keeping an eye on the temperature gauge, and it hadn't been getting high, so it stays around, you know, 180 around there when I'm driving. Just can't stop too long just because I don't have a fan. So my plan, since I kind of figured it's not, you know, a head gasket, we're going to take it to Rick still later today. I'm going to have him go ahead and test it, just, you know, like I said, just to be sure. But my plan with the fan shroud thing is, I don't think there's enough flow through that shroud. I think it's very I think it's choking the air coming through the radiator down. So I want to put those little flaps on the fan shroud, and that should help flow while I'm driving around. And then when I'm come to a stop, the rubber flaps will shut, and it should, you know, have enough fan CFM to suck it down through the radiator so it actually stays cool at a stop sign, or if I'm in traffic ever, which that'd be crazy to drive this thing far enough to get into traffic, but maybe one day. But I say that to say this: winter's coming. It's supposed to snow, I think tomorrow, I believe tomorrow, or tomorrow's Thursday. I think it's Thursday or Friday it's supposed to snow. And that's got me thinking, we need to get the old Banshee out and rip around some. So let me get this place cleaned up, and I'll get it drug out here, and we'll see what we can do to get it going. I'm pretty sure the dirt bike runs too, but I think the Banshee would be more fun in the snow just because I'm not real good on a dirt bike. So let's get this thing dug out of here. Well, we're headed to Rick's right now. We're gonna do the coolant pressure tester on it and see if it's a head gasket. Oh, and we're about to scrape. Ooh, another rough one. We'll catch up with you and get to Rick's. made it to Rick's. I was gonna show you guys around some of his projects. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on. He's got this old tease building. Flathead powered, pretty cool. 26, 27, I believe. He's getting ready to lower her down some. Just gonna be making a driver he can drive around town. And then this actually used to be my, so not my cab off my hot rod that you guys seen. This is the one I had before. This is actually my first 35 Ford cab, was this one. But he's trying to build him a little hot rod pickup out of it too. It's pretty cool. It's gonna be kind of like the Rudy truck. I'll have Charlie insert a picture of it. Flathead powered as well. I believe it's got coilovers underneath it. Yeah, coilovers and like a 10 bolt it looks like. And he's got his old Porsche project. Getting there all straightened up. Motor's looking fresh in there. Clean. And he's got in here, he's got the old 3-wheeler. I think it's so cool. You got all kinds of stuff in here. Pretty neat. Old pinball table, bunch of cool stuff. We actually got this from the actual sign. Took a picture of the sign and it had a local place remake it. So that's actually a picture of the actual sign for the Evel Knievel jump. That's pretty neat. 2, 1. And we got the old Jeep project over here. This thing's so cool. He just got this thing done. He's been driving it around. All factory. 4-wheel drive machine right there.
I want to fill it to that line right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the reason I think you want to do it to that line is when you get it on the car and you're pulling up the stuff.
Oh yeah.
If you get antifreeze, you're going to be above the line.
I see what you're saying.
And that'll be green immediately.
Okay.
So that's what you do. Okay. Fire it up. crazy. When I was a kid, the only person that could check for combustion gases was Jackson Radiator. You remember them guys?
Oh yeah.
They were the only ones.
Really?
And I thought, oh, that's some kind of
Special tool, and all it was was that.
It is, right?
It is a special tool with that. That's funny.
Like, dang. Yeah, them guys were. I'll tell you what, them old guys though, when you took a radiator over there, if they said it was good.
It was good.
It was good. Yeah, you didn't have to guess.
So, she's all good to go. It didn't turn green, that fluid didn't, so that was the telltale sign. So no head gasket, so everybody in the comments can leave me alone about a head gasket. And it's flowing, we've seen it flow, so. I think this was kind of part of the problem too. I need to put a angled one on it, but I jacked the car up and filled it all the way full.
Oh, trying to get the air out?
Yeah. But I've been driving it all day and ain't had problems, so.
Yeah, it's 14 degrees.
Yeah. Cool.
Try it, see what it does.
Heck yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
So let's see if I can get this thing cleaned up. It looks decent. My goal is I want to pull the carbs and clean them, and I want to maybe look at the reeds and see what kind of shape they're in. It's just been a while since they've been checked. I know sometimes they kind of chip and break, and it's been kind of hard to start, so I'm thinking maybe that's what it is, or maybe I need to flip the reeds over, because I've heard of that trick too, where they have a little opening on the bottom where they've been bent up from running, so if you flip them it fixes it. So I'm going to try that, and hopefully this thing will start easier. Probably need to put a fresh set of plugs in here too, might as well, you know, just treat it right. So let's start taking this old grill apart. This is an 87 model, by the way. So it is a J-arm Banshee. J-arm Banshees are pretty cool because they only made them for a few years before they switched to full A-arms. This being J-arm Banshee's 87 to I think 89. I think in 90 they switched to A-arms. So they're pretty limited on the J-arms. There's only like 3-year or 2-year run of them. I just like the J-arms just because they're just the older ones. You know how it is. I like older stuff, so one of them deals. The red and white is specific to 87. I think 89 was blue and white. 88, 89 was blue and white. I had to go back and look, but color changes every year. This one was always the coolest one to me, was the red and white one. I don't know if it's because I was partial or because it actually was cooler. I just like how it looks. I guess I do like the red and yellow ones too. I think that those are the 90s ones though. Perfect. They loosen it? Oh, looks like there's something else in here. Try to be careful with all this stuff. It's pretty brittle because it is pretty old. Got all that loose, so I'm gonna start pulling these clamps out and getting them loose and trying to get these carbs out. That one's pretty loose. Let's see here. I can't pull the air box yet because it has to come forward to get off this little nub thing. So let me mess with that for a minute, and then I'll get back with you when I get the air box and carbs off, because it's gonna take a minute. We're getting closer. It's just very delicate because I don't want to break anything, so we're just taking our time, trying to get it all out without messing anything up. We are almost there. On Banshees, I prefer either the Pro Circuit pipes or the Tecumseh on the exhaust. They just sound a lot better than anything else. There's one. That's why I got a ball spot for it. Put it on the ground so I don't drop it. what we got here? Looks like pull this and this off the carburetors, and then take the throttle piece off. We should be able to get in there. Main goal, I really just want to clean the carburetors, get all the crap out of the balls, and just make sure everything's flowing like it should. I'll probably run to town and get the bore scope thing and just look down in there and see how the reeds look, because if I start taking that stuff apart, I don't have any more gaskets, and I really don't want to mess with trying to get it sealed up if it is just the carburetors. So this isn't hard to get to really, so I can always, if it's still doing weird crap, then I can come back and replace the reeds. Honestly, I'll probably just buy brand new reeds if I'm gonna be there, instead of trying to mess with the old ones. Just buy like a new like Boyson kit or something, or them like V4 reeds. So let's see what we got going on with the carburetors. There's one. There's one. Oh yeah, there she goes. Got the other feet on the bottom. I said go ahead and get this one out of the way too, just so we ain't messing crap up. There's two. Get the clamps off this thing. So we can get there's that. One clamp, two clamp. Chamber. Reeds look good. They look freaking brand new. So. I don't see anything wrong with those. So. Let's we'll scrape the gaskets and probably stick a bore scope down in it and just get a look at everything. Well, I went and picked up the gaskets. It only had two, so I guess I'm only doing two, or one side for now. They also didn't have any spark plugs, so I'll probably just clean the spark plugs off best I can and see if that does it. I'll have to get some ordered. Turns out you can't just go to the store anymore and get parts for this thing. Imagine that. So weird. When I was a kid, we'd go to the store, we can get anything we want for this thing. They had them, but now it's, I guess they are kind of getting hard to find now. So. Let's continue putting this thing back together now that we got it apart. We'll clean this gasket material off and keep going. Got a towel shoved down in there so I can kind of scrape this old gasket off. I've already got the reed side cleaned up. So, just got this side left and we can start putting this turd back together. The old red RTV on here. Tools on it, so we'll put it back like it was. basically on these carburetors, what I'm looking for is just trash in the bowl. If there's no trash in the bowl, then I probably won't continue to take it apart. Because if there's trash in the bowl, that means it's probably in the jets too. But if there's no trash in the bowl, it means there's probably nothing else wrong with it. And it could have just been running out of fuel or something. But I swear it had fuel in it, but I don't know. It's been too long. It's been like 2 months since I messed with it. No, it's been longer than that. Probably been more like 4 months, honestly. 4 or 5 months. This was acting funny last time. But I'm pretty sure it had gas in it. I don't know. This needed to be done anyway. I needed to look at all this because I always, every time I ride it, I was worried about them reeds being cracked or broke off or something. So now I know. Clean as a whistle. So I'll just put that back together. And we'll check the other one. Yeah. So just old gas. There's no particles down in there. So can't beat that.
4 hours later.
Last piece. Woo. I didn't check the crankcase oil if I can get it open. Holy crap, it's tight. Ah. Bone dry. Well, she got a little on the stick, but not very much. So let's put some in it. Now for the fun part. Let's mix some fuel. Let me look up on Google what to mix it to, because what it says on the gas tank isn't right. So I'm gonna go get my Yamaha lube and we'll start mixing. Okay, on here it says 20 to 1. What I'm reading though is everybody says 32 to 1 is what is better. The 20 to 1, as you can tell, that's a lot more oil. So once you get all this, we'll have to get the gas back on the other side, which is a little over full, so we'll have to figure that out. But anyway, 20 to 1 is what they're saying, which is right here. So you can kind of tell how far high that is. And if you look over here, we're mixing it 32 to 1. So it's a little leaner. So that's what everybody's saying. It's better. It's 32 to 1 versus the 20 to 1. I think we used to do that too. I can't remember back in the day, but pretty sure it's 30 to 1. There's some guys mixing them 40 to 1, which seems a mite excessive, but I don't know. We're going to do 32 to 1 this time. See how she plays out. Okay, so you see there, we are at a shaky 10. What is 10? So we're going to pour the oil on this 32 to 1 right here to the 10. So a little bit more. So now we just shake the dog crap out of it and let her smoke. Probably good. I guess now the fun part, sit here and kick it. Set you guys right there so you guys can watch me struggle. Oh man. grip my seat worse. It's old. It probably needs a cover anyway, honestly. Still leaking a little bit. I literally hopped on it, kicked it 5 times, and it busted off. So. I'm gonna warm up and I'll get my helmet on. The ground's too hard to do donuts. Ask me how I know. Woo! I'm good. That's why you wear your helmet. Oh. Woo. That was almost the second time I rolled it. I bent the handle down just a little. Oh, there she goes. She's back. Woo! No more donuts. Not until it's hot out. Because it just grips. No matter how hard I lean, it just grips. So, give me a minute. We'll do some more, not donuts, but wheelies and getting on it and stuff. This is the only thing, you just bent this down. I bent it back up. Just my arm caught it, I guess, when it started to go over. I was trying to keep myself on it, but nah. Man, don't be looking at that. Man, that thing is bad. I still love it. Let's see if I can get on it some without it trying to kill me. Yeah, it's dangerous when it's cold outside. That makes sense though, because I usually ride in the summer. So I'm used to being able to just rip around and have a good old time. It just stands up even when I lean on the gas tank, so which is good for racing, but when you're just trying to have fun and be entertaining, it's trying to kill you. So let's go get some pictures of the Firebird and the Banshee together, and then possibly have to wait until it's cold outside or it snows on the ground where I can actually do some better donuts, or attempt to. Charlie will vouch for me. I get rowdy with some donuts. Well, I think I'm gonna call it good on this video until or just in case I get hurt, because if I keep going, I'm liable to be in the hospital later with this thing wheeling as bad as it is. So I want to thank our members. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot to us that you guys want to follow us. I know I say it every video, but it really is awesome. It's incredible that you guys want to keep up and just keep watching every video we put out. I want to thank all our subscribers. I think we got like 30,000 now, or 33,000. Yeah, we got 33,000. So that's amazing. helps us out a lot. Kind of shows us like, hey, we're actually doing something right, you know. So until next time, see you guys later.
But I'm not done yet.
Behind a gun, I make my final stand. Hey, that's why they call me bad company, and I can deny bad company till the day I die.
He's nuts.
Bad company, and I won't deny. Till the day I
Oh, great. Thanks, buddy.
You alright?
Hell no.
Why?
I ain't trying to go to the hospital. Hell no.
You want my helmet?
I ain't gonna ride that.
You don't want to?
You crazy.
Got you dirty.
It's all good. Sounds like you got her tuned up pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.